Hi there. Welcome to my regularly evolving living space where I always look at creative ways to improve the functionality of where I live. And for this first episode, I want to do a general walkthrough to share my repurposing and upcycling ideas that I have put together myself. Most of them involve storage, but there are some other ideas as well. And we'll start the tour with my front hallway. This is my first upcycling project using an old hanging rod from my bedroom closet. Everything on here, well, most things anyway, are, I've found, awkward to store elsewhere. So they hang nicely and then don't cause any problems when I open the front door. Moving on down the hallway, this is where I store my bike. I'm using old brackets that I had lying around and this has worked pretty well. There's also a small shelf on top of the brackets where I can store other things. There's more potential to install other accessories behind the bike for storing more items. In the bedroom, I built these nightstands that are designed around these tops here that are pieces of shipping crate. Some other parts are salvaged wood as well. Much of it is new wood that I purchased at a lumber store. I was kind of going for a floating type of design that also incorporates a bit of cantilevering. I like the simplicity of it. I didn't really feel like I needed drawers. I was more interested in keeping the floor clear so I can vacuum and it's easy enough. So on to the main area of my condo. Before moving on to my main living area projects, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about my primary workspace. It's a solid, sturdy dining table that I cover with a moving blanket and tarp for protection. I do have access to a garage that I use for the bigger cuts and a balcony table for sanding when the weather is good. Here we are in the main living area. I wanted to see if I could squeeze extra display space onto an already existing metal shelving system. They were built using two shelving systems, IKEA Gorm for the shelves and another possibly IKEA system for the frame. I had enough material for three. I'm going to pan over now to the third one. The third is where I store the majority of my movies. Just around the corner, I built a base for an IKEA hanging rod for pans and cooking accessories. The rod was initially installed directly to the wall. I want to move it off the wall and higher up out of the way. Before I get to the final project for this video, I wanted to show a low profile display assembled using a wine crate and floating display cubes. Here's my latest project. This corner has always been a challenge to organize. I had saved some long boards wide enough to use as shelves. The frame and leg assemblies were built using a combination of 2x3 and 1x3 lumber. You may have noticed my projects aren't finally finished. They're more proof of concept at this stage that I can tweak in the future. I use screws for assembly and construction lumber along with any items I've been able to salvage. Gluing and more advanced finish work would require more accessories and I have a limited amount of storage space. I want to minimize dust, shavings, and fumes. These projects, for the most part, have a minimal industrial look that suits my aesthetic. All these projects will get a more in-depth overview in future episodes. Some of them will get modified and I will post updates. Thank you for watching.